Acres of diamonds. There was a farmer in Africa who was happy and content. He was happy because he was content, and he was content because he was happy. One day, a wise man came to him and told him about the glory of diamonds and the power that goes along with them. The wise man said, "If you had a diamond of the size of your thumb, you could have your own city. If you had a diamond of the size of your fist, you could probably own your own country." And then he went away. That night, the farmer couldn't sleep. He was unhappy and he was discontent. He was unhappy because he was discontent, and discontent because he was unhappy. The next morning, he made arrangements to sell off his farm, took care of his family, and went in search of diamonds. He looked all over Africa and couldn't find any. He looked all through Europe and couldn't find any. Went to Spain. He was emotionally, physically, and financially broke. He got so disheartened that he threw himself into the river and committed suicide. Back home, the person who had bought his farm was watering the camels at the stream that ran through the farm. Across the stream, the ray of the morning sun hit the stone and made it sparkle like a rainbow. He thought it would look good on the mantelpiece. He picked it up and put it in the living room. That afternoon, the wise man came and saw that stone sparkling. He asked, "Is your owner?" Owner said, "No." "Why do you ask?" The wise man said, "Because that is a diamond. I recognize one when I see one." The man said, "No, that's just a stone I picked up from the stream. Come, I'll show you. There are many more throughout the field." They went and picked some samples and sent it for the analysis. Sure enough, the stones were diamonds. They found that the farm was indeed covered with acres and acres of diamonds. What is the moral of this story? There are 5 morals, in fact. The first one: when our attitude is right, we realize that we all are walking on the acres and acres of diamond, attributed to Dr. Russell Conwell. Opportunity is always under our feet. We don't have to go anywhere. All we need is to recognize it. The second point: the grass on the other side always looks greener. Third point: while we are dyeing the grass on the other side, there are others who are dyeing the grass on our side. They would be happy to trade places with us. The fourth point: when people don't know how to recognize opportunity, they complain of noise when it knocks. The fifth point: the same opportunity never knocks twice. The next one may be better or worse, but it is never the same one. The factors that determine our attitude. Are we born with attitudes, or do we develop them as we mature? What are the factors that form our attitudes? If you have a negative outlook on life because you and your environment, can you change your attitude? Most of our attitude is shaped during the formative years. There are primarily 3 factors that determine our attitude, and they are environment, experience, and education. Environment consists of the following: home, school, work, media, cultural background, traditions and beliefs, social environment, political environment. All of these environments create a culture. Every place, be it home, organization, or a country, has a culture. Have you noticed that sometimes you go to the store and you find the salesperson polite, the supervisor, manager, and the owner is also polite? Yet you go to the another shop and you find everyone rude and discourteous. You go to home and you find the kids and parents well behaved, courteous, and considerate. You go to the another home where everyone is fighting like cats and dogs. In countries where the government and political environment is honest, generally that you will be finding a place where the people are honest, law abiding, and helpful. And this reverse is also the true fact. In the corrupt environment, an honest person has a tough time, whereas in the honest environment, the corrupt one has a tough time. But whereas in a positive attitude environment, a marginal performer's output goes up. In a negative environment, the good performer's output goes down. Culture in any place always goes top down. Where it comes to the experiences, our behavior changes according to our experiences with people and events in our life. If we have a positive experience with a person, our attitude toward him or her becomes positive and vice versa. And how does education affect the attitude? I refer both the formal and informal education here, not just academic qualifications. Knowledge strategically applied translates into wisdom, ensuring success. I talk of education in the broader sense. It makes the role of the educator vital. A teacher affects eternity. The ripple effect is immeasurable. We are drowning in the information but starving for knowledge and wisdom. Education ought to teach us not only how to make a living but also how to live. How do you recognize people with a positive attitude? Just like an absence of ill health goes, that does not equal to good health. An absence of negatively alone does not make a person positive. People with positive attitudes have certain personality traits that are easy to recognize. They are caring, confident, patient, and humble. They have high expectations of themselves and from others. They anticipate positive outcomes. A person with a positive attitude is like a fruit of all seasons. He is always welcome. The benefits of a positive attitude are that increases productivity, fosters teamwork, solves problem, improves quality, makes for congenial atmosphere, breeds loyalty, increases profit, fosters better relationship with employees, employers and customers, reduces stress, helps a person to become a contributing member of society and asset to their country,